Welcome to the shit show, yeah, come on in. The shit show with the G American.
Can't keep me down.
Weirdos. Huh? What?
They can't keep me down.
No, not as long as I'm holding you up, dude.
That's right. Look at that, dude. Live stream just started. My phone was going off.
I mean, of course it's going to go off. You're popular,
You started
dude.
this, dude. People in the chat now just text me.
Well, did they Snapchat you too?
No, that's Demonot.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
What is up, everybody? I don't know how many people knew that it was going to be moved to this raggedy ass channel, but I see some names I recognize.
Yeah.
Dr. Drew, dude. Yeah. Chicago 23, dude. Chicago's been around for a minute.
Chicago 23 is an OG for sure.
Oh yeah, and along with Steven. What's up, Steven? Space Ghost up in here. Crispy Critter. Palmer the Gay Connolly. Love him. He's my friend. Knife Nut. Joe Kasparek.
I think Palmer's going to win Rookie of the Year.
I think he is definitely going to get the Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year for the knife community.
Yeah. If there was a Heisman Trophy for rookies, he would get it.
Yeah.
Joseph S. Kyle, sweet Kyle Coonley.
Scotsman thinks I'm trying to get your channel shut down too.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, we shut your shit down, so we might as well shut mine down too. Which I didn't get demonetized, but I haven't met the requirements to stay monetized, so my shit's not even monetized anymore.
Oh, is it not?
No, And you know what I found out today? Speaking of Mr. Steve, not Scott, Scotch and Things, apparently somehow I was not following him on Instagram, so I started following him on Instagram today. What's up, Leland Phil?
But I don't know if I even told you this, John, but they removed so much of my content that even if I had no channel strikes, I don't even qualify to be monetized.
What all did I didn't know they removed shit other than the live stream. What all did they take down?
They legit removed over half my I've only got, according to them, I've only got like 2,000 watch hours now because they can only figure it on the videos that are left active. Damn. They went in and yanked all kind of shit down. And guys, I apologize. My hands are covered in epoxy. I know I need to wear.
He's been wiping his butt with his hands, is what it is. Did you see?
The good thing about that is I spoke up too soon talking about making knives, and I actually got one to show tonight. Now it's not done. It requires some finish sanding, especially like here. There's some epoxy bled through around this pin, so it's still got to be touched up and sanded. But John, what did you name this knife?
And well, I was about to say, not to brag, but I did the hardest part of making that knife, which was to give it a name, and I decided it should be named the Warthog.
The Warthog. So I'm gonna have I think 6 Warthogs and then maybe 7 or 8 Warthogs, I'm not sure, and then a couple of other styles. But guys, this is 330 seconds Nitro V. Heat treated at anywhere from 62 to 63 HRC. These are very thin, light little knives. And like I said, they do still need some sanding, so they're not quite done yet. But this is not a tactical knife by any means. This is just a little pocket EDC cutter.
Oh, are we competing now, Palmer? You want a cookie? Like, it wasn't good enough for me to name Shane's knife. You had to name Sharif's knife. Okay, cool guy. I bet you wear your Sperry's untied.
I bet he does.
With no socks.
I bet he owns multiple pairs of Sperry's too.
Oh yeah, he's probably got a couple of pairs of like Air Sperry's or something.
Yeah.
you will absolutely, all of y'all will always be merry pranksters in my book. So thank you for that, Steven.
I was hoping you were still monetized. I thought, well, that'd be cool, man. If John can make a few dollars off this, but
No, I've been inactive as shit, so I don't meet the requirements. Because they actually changed the minimum subscriber count. They moved it down to 500, but you have to have like 3,000 hours or 3,000 minutes of view time in a year or something, and then you have to have posted at least 3 videos in 90 days or some shit. And so I hadn't done shit in over a year. So
Cheeto, congrats on this week's name. And I got it a Cheeto, baby.
So do you know what that song, like the original title, like what In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida means?
No.
It's in the Garden of Eden.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
I know that
What's
Smoke
up,
on the Water. I do know that Smoke on the Water was written about a hotel across the lake from where they were staying. He watched it burn down one night. A local DJ here on the radio was telling people that song was influenced by they were staying somewhere and the water there was so contaminated that it caught fire. And that's why they wrote that song. And this guy's like a veteran DJ, and I don't know, it was just really disappointing that he was so wrong, and he would actually tell people that.
Palmer says he doesn't own any Sperry's at this point, but I would hazard a guess. Do you own a pair of Burton snowboarding boots? I'm going to guess that as my next guess.
Do you own a pair of Ray-Bans? Let's start there.
Dude, the only reason I don't own any Ray-Bans is every pair of Ray-Bans I've bought, I've ended up breaking or losing, and I'm just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
He skis. He's a 2-planker. All right. Well, that's one more strike against you, Palmer.
I don't own Ray-Bans because they don't fit my fat head.
What if you got like 2 pairs of Ray-Bans and kind of built them together? You could probably put them on. What do you wear?
I don't.
Oh,
because of that very reason.
You just tough it out.
Yeah, they just don't make sunglasses to fit my big head.
That's bad for your eyes, man.
Yeah, I know. My glasses are Ray-Bans. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Oakleys just because you can, if you play your cards right, you can find them for fairly cheap on Amazon.
Dude, I've got a buddy that like 10 years ago, he's been an Oakley collector his whole life. He actually bought one of the display cases from Oakley, like would be in the mall or whatever, and it's got all these Oakleys. Yeah. And Oakley actually reached out to him and asked him to be like to start, putting his stuff on Instagram, and he turned it down because he didn't understand the benefits of that. He's like, man, if I'd done that, he said, by now there's no telling how much money I could be making, to be an Oakley sponsored content creator. But
yeah.
I had another buddy of mine when I first started playing Call of Duty, FTC Kurt. He was the number 3 player in the world, and he had a Monster sponsorship, but all he was getting was in the beginning was like cases and cases and cases of Monster. But he had to log so many hours of Call of Duty a week that he got tired of it and quit. And he talks about that all the time, about how much money he could be making. Because, see, that was before gaming on YouTube was big. He'd have hung in there. He'd probably be a millionaire by nowadays.
That right there is why I love Maddie. as much shit as I talk about that big bastard, I love Matty.
I've been a little rough on Maddie lately.
we all have because Marty sucks, but
I don't think we're doing bad. John, we got 37 in here. That's 15 to 20 off of normal in our first week on here.
What you saying? We should do a giveaway now or something?
I don't have anything to give away.
I don't either.
I'm so horribly broke. What up, Donnie?
Dude, I could, which I would never, but I could give away the haunted baby spoon.
No, don't do that, dude.
No, I'm not going to give that away.
No. You don't want to do that.
What's up, Bless Knives? I recently started following him too. He's got some good shit. Oh, and another, for some damn reason, I had no idea I wasn't following him, Demonoc.
And keep this in mind too, guys. I only learned this recently. Blessed Knives is not just a mid-tech either. His knives are 100% handmade. So, it's not just a CNC machine spitting his stuff out. That dude's making legit shit. So, not a whole lot of people are doing that anymore.
Really cool original shit too.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
Donnie and I had a really good phone conversation, man. And the one thing I've learned, the biggest lesson I've learned since I've started making knives is that you cannot make money at it. It's just, man.
Good night, Vince. Wait, where'd he go?
Is Vince in here?
Good night, Vince. But you ain't going to bed. So good night, but not good night.
Man, I'm so excited, dude. I get to see y'all Thursday. You know what time Thursday? Around about what time y'all be picking me up?
I don't know. I asked Vince earlier what time he was planning on leaving. He said we're picking up the rental car at 8 or 8:30. So maybe like 10 or 11.
Yeah,
is what time we'd be.
It don't matter to me.
Yeah, I mean we can't check into the Airbnb till like 3 anyway, but
right.
Yeah, probably be like 10.
Don't we have to pick up Scott?
Yeah, we're gonna pick up Scott in when we get there at the old at the station.
Yeah. Ooh,
and then when we leave Blade Show on Tuesday, we're gonna go to old Fed Harrison's house.
I heard that. I heard we were swinging by Fed's house on the way home.
Yeah, we're going to Fed's house. What's up, Goondocks?
Alabama is a city called right here in Etowah County. Part of this metropolis is a town called Alabama City.
I ain't seen Goon in a minute. What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man.
I saw him recently. It might have been Said Stevie. I'm not sure. He popped back up, but it's the first time I've seen him in a while too. I'm surprised my algorithm didn't melt down having to give me a notification that Grateful Panic was live. I'm surprised they still knew how to do that.
What up, P-Fly? Yeah, I don't even know if my shit's so dormant. I don't even know if it sends out notifications anymore.
It did to me.
Oh, okay.
It notified me. There's a couple of channels. For some reason, I've unsubbed to Maddie at least 6 times and resubscribed. It will not only will it not give me notifications to his channel, I have to type in his full channel name and hit search, and then it'll take me to his channel. And like if he's live, like for Said Faction, it won't even be the top one. I have to scroll down. It makes me search for Mattis Faction's channel.
That's weird as hell. Fed, what do you have a Banshee, dude? He said he'd let us ride the fastest 4-wheeler.
I ain't riding no fast 4-wheeler. I hurt myself.
No, I love fast 4-wheeler.
I had it done the same thing.
Just as long as it's on even ground.
It does the same thing to me on Lefty EDC. It hides his stuff from me, but I don't care about that, so I don't try to fix it.
Damn, that's messed up, dude.
Why?
That's just a hurtful thing to say about Kevin.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a Polaris 1000. Polaris is good. My parents got two Polari, but they're the 4-wheel drive off road. Boy, they ain't fast. They're powerful though.
Of course, you have a 1,000cc Can-Am, Palmer. We already knew
course.
that without you saying
Yeah.
it. It was assumed.
Yeah, it would be a Can-Am.
Yeah. Matty, you're right. It's weird that it does that, and I understand it giving me notifications for channels that I've unsubbed to, but it's not all of them. Like when I unsub to Imler, dude, it's like he don't even exist. He could not be making videos anymore, and I wouldn't know. Like I see nothing about that dude, and all I did was unsub. But I've unsubbed to some other channels, and you're right. I still get notifications for them. But luckily, I never got notifications for Kevin, so I don't have to worry about that.
Well, I never check my notifications, and I don't have them sent to my phone because otherwise my phone would be going off all day. So,
I've got them going to my phone, but I have YouTube notifications turned off. So, if I open YouTube, my notifications are listed, but it don't ding.
Yeah. What's up, Mark Herrera?
In all honesty, how it works for me, because I watch most of mine on television, is when I finish watching something and I back out, if there's a channel I subscribe to that's live or just posted a video, it's usually the first thing in the feed.
Speaking of Mark Herrera, did you know that there are actually 2 Mark Herreras in the community? There's probably more, but there's 2 that are active. Mark H is actually, he's a Mark Herrera too.
I confused them in the beginning too.
Well, I mean, they had the same name. They're just 2 different people.
Yeah. Mr. Jeffrey Dawson's here. Joe Kasperick. Zach's here but doing chores. Zach, I tried not to let you show me up in OCD, man. You costing me money I ain't got, but I tried to hang weed.
Zach's doing them Benchmade chores. He's cleaning up around the shop, making sure that
he's probably hunting in Omega Spring or some shit.
Yeah, making sure his business is running like a damn well-oiled machine.
He's probably got a backlog of 5,000 warranty issues with broke Omega Springs he's got to fix.
But just for Zach stuff, I did carry a Benchmade today.
Yeah. Zach, if you get a chance, I know you said you're a little busy, but I had heard that the future plan is to do away with the Omega Spring completely, that they were going to start doing all of them with that torsion bar. Did you hear that?
Wait, do what now? Say that again. They're doing away with the Omega Spring.
Yeah, they already did in the Narrows. The Narrows doesn't have an Omega Spring. It's got a torsion bar spring.
Right.
And I'd heard that they were going to phase out the Omega Springs and go to all torsion bar in the future. Which, I mean, I don't know if it's any better or not, but I guess people could stop saying, well, I don't want Benchmade as my only knife because there's such a high chance of the Omega Spring breaking. And I would say you're not going to break a torsion bar spring, but John broke his simply, unlocking his cold steel.
Yeah. So we're talking like a back spring type? Like a...
No, it's still supposed to be the axis lock.
Uh-huh.
Because the Narrows is an axis lock, but it does not have Omega Springs. It's got a torsion bar that puts pressure on it.
Right. So it's like a leaf type spring.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Zach just said they have a couple of upgrades coming. That's very vague, Zach. That's very company man of you.
As long as I've had this Benchmade, and I did have one Omega Spring break on it, and I literally replaced them with like the $5 set off of Etsy, and that haven't had any more problems. So I just don't see that as a huge issue, because like if you have something like a leaf spring type back spring break, that's a lot harder to replace.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, now Maddie's saying that they're switching to piano wire springs. I don't know what that is, but
I think Maddie plays piano and with his pinkies out.
Yeah. Pinkies out.
Also, I'm pretty sure he's not coming to Blade Show, so I'm not talking to him anymore. Screw you, Maddie.
I know one thing Maddie don't do. He don't shop at Whole Foods.
He can't. He couldn't afford it, dude.
What are you trying to say? Maddie,
I'm not saying he's poor. I'm just saying he eats a lot, and that place is expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I say that.
I mean, I'm not passing judgment saying like he's a heavy eater. I'm just saying he's a big dude, and it takes a lot of food to maintain energy for that gargantuan mofo. He said never pinkies out. Pinky is a vital part of the piano playing experience.
I should sleep good tonight, man. I woke up this morning. I got my package from Transparent Knives yesterday. So,
did you wake up this morning and have yourself a beer?
No, but I jumped up and grabbed all my blanks and headed to the shop to go get some work done. But I don't think I'm going to do actually, it's not I don't think. I'm 99% sure I'm not going to do a whole lot of knife gazing this year. I'm going to go by and check out Donnie's table and other people I know's tables. But other than that, I want to look into some handle materials.
Oh, I lied, because I do want to go check out, which I feel like it's still out of my price range. Is it Edgy Blade Works?
Yeah, Scott Stills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He makes some freaking amazing knives, and I love his logo. So
yeah.
If
I
he
don't,
has one,
because that would have been quite perfect if I could have transitioned and named my knife company. I say knife company, it's not a company, but if it were to become a company, it'd have been nice to be able to call it Edgy Blade Works. Now I can't.
Well, you can't hate on his logo just because of that. He's got a magnificent logo. It's two rhinos fucking. I mean, what's better than that? Yeah, that's his logo is two rhinos getting it on.
$24,000 worth of daycare. Yeah, no Whole Foods. It's pretty fly talking about Maddie's babysitter.
Probably.
Are they even to call the police on Kyle?
But wait, isn't the thing? Like Maddie's kids aren't his, right? Like they're the milkmans or something. Isn't that the thing?
I did not say that.
I'm
talking about. I don't know anything about that. I mean, got one little spot milk.
Yeah, he does. He's a tough ass, but yeah, I for some reason I heard that they're not really his kids. He's just like a figurehead in the family. I think it has something to do with how pretty his wife is and how big and gargantuan and.
Well, he hasn't always been gargantuan.
Yeah, but he's always been ugly.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you said my kids came from the gas station.
Todd Carr, that's an excellent name. Excellent idea. Stripper Blade Works.
Oh, that is good, actually.
Yeah. Actually, if it turned into something where I needed a name, I was thinking about naming it Heathen Blade Works.
That's kind of redneck, dude. Don't do that.
I am kind of redneck.
Kinda.
You're saying the Heathen is redneck, but Stripper Blade Works is not?
No.
I could do. Hey, I could do just a little outline of a chick on a pole for my logo on the blade.
Naked blade work, nipple blade works.
Yeah.
Nip knives.
Yeah. That's what I was laughing at. Heathen,
Wow.
aren't you a believer? That's funny you say that, Donnie, because I just always assumed a heathen was, just a heathen, just somebody that acts bad. But you are correct. The definition of heathen is a non-believer. Yeah. But yes, to answer your question, I am. I'm not necessarily a practicing believer, but I do believe there's going to be consequences for my horrible decisions. So.
What horrible decisions have you made?
What good decisions have I made?
That wasn't the question. What horrible decisions have you made? Hold on, this might do some fucked up
back
shit.
up to Donnie.
I gotta find.
When I first met Donnie, I wasn't sure. Donnie's I'm a heathen. Don't jack my turf. I wasn't sure I was going to like Donnie Bless, and then I realized that I really do like Donnie Bless. But I called Donnie for some advice because I'm having a really embarrassing issue in my knife making. Something that we all learned in shop class, and apparently I'm just not capable of doing it. And then so how does Donnie help me? He just sends me a video of him doing said task with ease, like it's no big deal. And I was like, yeah, man, that's a big help. I appreciate that.
Well, that would work if I was the one making the knives, Steve. I'm the one with one nut. I think Shane has both his. One nut, John? Yeah, I had testicular cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that. How did I not know that?
Yeah. That one nut does the work of two, though. I'll tell you that.
I had 3 nuts one time. Remember that?
Yeah, you did, or you thought you did.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was just like a butt tumor or something.
I don't know what it was. I know you were trying to help, but I only thought about that later. I was like, I asked the guy for help, and all he did was show me how easy it is for him. But luckily, I don't have any drilling to do. Yes, guys, that's been my issue.
It stays on one side.
The simplest part of knife making, simply just punching these holes, is I have spent more time and money trying to accomplish that part than anything else. I don't understand it. I'm not drilling them hardened. I just can't get even. I even bought a tungsten carbide bit. Nothing wants to seem to cut for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Vinny's still begging for a wrench so he can bang Kyle.
He ain't got a beg, man.
That is a good question, John. Does it stay on its original side, or did it just fall to the middle?
It stays on its original side. It's like that's where it's used to being, so it keeps to its home.
And the other side's just a bunch of slack, just some flappy skin.
Yeah, just some. I mean, the skin kind of.
Just show us, dude.
It kind of. No.
I don't know what's happening to your audio, but it's great.
Trying to get. Hold on, just a second. Give me a minute.
You can't be pulling stuff up. You're gonna start buffering if you try to share your screen. Michael Up Church, yes, sir. I am using lubricant, and I've tried everything I know.
All right, let's see how that works. Is that better?
What are you doing?
I'm just sitting here talking to you. What are you doing?
Oh, you gave Kyle a wrench.
Huh?
You gave Kyle a wrench.
Kyle's always had a wrench.
In my channel, not on yours.
Yeah, he has.
Now
I
they
didn't
both
just
have-
give it to him. He's had one. I just gave Vince a wrench, so that I feel like there's going to be wrench battles.
Dude, I know you don't go there, but it's become my favorite. The only reason why I even log on to Javon's Knife Flicks on Fridays, I'm sure you haven't heard this, but a few weeks ago, he got upset because he felt like people were being picked on in the chat, been putting time out, so he took everybody's wrench away. Well, then he realized that he made everybody mad taking their wrench, so he had to give them all back. When he realized that he was being too sensitive. So now, anytime I go in there and anytime somebody comments and they ain't got a wrench, I immediately and I just keep putting them in timeout till John gives them a wrench, and it makes his anxiety go through the roof, and it is my favorite part of Friday nights until said faction comes on.
Palmer, you're being way too needy with that. So if either Vince or Kyle could put Palmer in timeout real quick, that'd be great. I would greatly appreciate that. Either one of you guys or both of you.
Yeah.
What's up? Okay. Brashear Beer. All right. There we go.
How do you know it's not Bras Here beer?
I don't know, dude. His name is so hard to say because for the longest time I said it Brasher Bear in my head. But
that's another funny thing from Javon's. You know who Snot Rag is?
Yeah.
Javon misread that and calls him Snowtrog.
Snowtrog.
So now everybody calls him Snowtrog. It's clearly Snot Rag. I mean, it's not even spelt funny. It's just SNOTRAG. He come up with
What's up, Dick and Balls?
Who's old Dick and Balls?
Oh, Dick and Balls.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Palmer. He took everybody's wrench away because of something that happened in somebody else's live stream.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You know Javon, dude. He's always trying to squash the hate. And he overreacted. He did share your link for this week's live stream, though. When I told him we were going live on yours, he put your link up for everybody.
I mean, I ain't got nothing against him at all.
I know.
It was just
that was nice of him, and I'm not bad mouthing John either. I mean, let's face it, dude. We all get a little tickled at his
antics.
Yeah, we'll just call it that. Yeah. I mean, Javon pushes debate and peace to a point that it makes you hate debate and peace. He's just like, fuck it, let's all just fight.
What's up, Ed?
Vince is just randomly wrenching. He wrenched Dr. Drew, one of the nicest guys in the community.
Wait, Vince did?
Yeah.
Wait, when? Oh. Wait. What are you saying?
Vince put Dr. Drew dude in timeout.
Did he?
Yeah. And now he's making people suck up to him to not be put in timeout. I knew he didn't need a wrench.
Yeah, but it's funny him having a wrench. I wish it would show up in the StreamYard chat when somebody's putting time out, but it doesn't. So
and you and let me get that. I think I timed out countless times, and John just never saw it.
What's up, Neil?
I've had a couple of people get their feed. That's also my new thing. If you get mad and show out because you got timed out for 10 seconds,
you're getting timed out again.
Chat anyway. Yeah. So even if they're new, I time them out. If they blow up, we don't need that guy around.
What's up, Gary?
Friends' lives. Better watch it, Gary. He's gonna time you out too. Vince, you keep it up. We're gonna give Kyle a super wrench.
Vince doesn't ruin lives; he makes them spicy.
Yeah. Oh man. I sent Vince a picture of our new cat.
Oh,
The only reason I like the cat is
the future murder victim.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not always we keep cats in case we run out of dog food. Cornbread's a pretty cool little cat.
Can you show everybody else? I'd like to see cornbread.
Cornbread is safe in his room.
Okay, well, you know what? Actually, that brings up a better idea. Go get cornbread and put him on camera.
I can't do that because the dog's in the house. The last time somebody,
you could if you like put the dog somewhere else behind the closed door. Then went and got the cat.
Last time.
You just gotta make preparations.
That's my wife's thing. She decides when they come out.
Let me talk to Amber.
She's in bed asleep.
Wake up, Amber.
My dad was a stock car racer. His mechanic put him in the wall. I used a wrench on the mechanic. Is that not the Dom Toretto story from the Fast and the Furious?
I don't know. I thought
I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS, Scotch and things. I think that's
Dom Toretto's. I thought Dom Toretto's story was proving that that Brian didn't really go there for the tuna melt.
He went there for the tuna. That's true.
No, he stole that story from me.
Oh, that is the weirdest combination of people, two people ever put together for a live stream is Scotch and Things and Javon. I don't know how that ever happened, but it makes for it's just uncomfortable enough that I enjoy it. Because every now and then Scotch and Things will just sit there and take it and just let him talk for 2-3 weeks in a row. And finally, when Javon has to let the cat out or something, every now and then Scotch and Things is just cut loose, and it's hilarious.
I like when he cuts loose.
Yeah.
He's a very, very passionate dude.
Yeah.
It's like normal versus Javon.
Yeah, uncomfortable like the backseat of a Volkswagen, Stevie. Exactly.
That's a semi Mallrats reference.
Stevie had on a Mallrats t-shirt Friday.
Well, I know Stevie's a big Kevin Smith fan. What? Demonoc did what?
Demonoc called it out, what it was. Demonoc don't miss when it comes to pop culture or subculture, ever how you want to classify it. That's really more subculture than it is pop culture.
I don't know. At like nowadays, I think it's become pop culture because the thing, like the cult favorites of yesterday, are like in nowadays.
Dude, Palmer just said today is Italy's 78th birthday. Vince said, Palmer, we only celebrate America here.
Vince, can you put Palmer in timeout, please?
Yeah. Yeah, Palmer. How quickly we forget that Italy was on the side of the Nazis during
they were fascists, dude.
Yeah. Nobody talks about that. We talk about Nazi Germany. Nobody talks about
Mussolini.
Yeah. Well, it's because they gave us pizza.
Yeah. Pizza and spaghetti
all we
and
got
shit.
From Germany was sausages.
Yeah. Yeah. Germany made it a sausage fest, so we still hold it against them, but Italy gave us pizza and spaghetti and shit, and we're like, oh, y'all are good.
Yeah. And beautiful women.
I mean, they're all right. Italian chicks are all right.
I've seen a few that are mind blowing. Sauerkraut came from Germany. Yeah, well, we don't call it sauerkraut here. We call it Liberty
we-
salad.
No, we still call it sauerkraut.
During World War II, it was unpatriotic to call it sauerkraut, so we renamed it Liberty salad.
Okay, well,
Some of us have
newsflash,
forgotten World War II, John.
newsflash, Shane, it's 2024.
Well,
like
if you were like me and
60
Vince
years
and lost all your
after
grandpas
World War
in that
II,
war,
so we call it sauerkraut again.
if you were like me and Vince and lost all your grandpas in that war, you wouldn't call it sauerkraut either.
Well, I lost one of my grandpas to cancer and the other one to a heart attack, so I don't
Those
give a
have
shit
nothing
about
to do
calling
with
it sauerkraut. Yeah. I'll call it sauerkraut all day long.
Yeah.
Franks and freedom fries and a Royale with cheese. Fucking Palmer City. I like making up history. Ironically, it was, yeah, well.
Is that even
it was
true? Do we know that? I don't know.
No, it was really discovered way before him by the Viking folk.
Yeah. But Christopher Columbus was
Like, we don't even celebrate
Spain.
Columbus Day anymore.
I thought he was from Spain.
No, well, but he was Italian, but he
Oh.
was hired by the Spaniards, I think, is what. No, brown people were already here, dumbass.
They weren't
The
brown.
Vikings found it.
They were originally Mongolian. That's where the American Indians and the Aztec, all the Indians came from. There were all
Yeah,
Mongolians that crossed the Bering Strait. They proved it with their DNA.
but we can't say yellow anymore, so we say brown.
He was funded by Spain.
Yeah, he was an Italian guy funded by Spain. Like,
Right.
I mean, I didn't put it in those words, but that's what I was saying.
What's up, Paparano?
What's up, Paparano?
Paparano got moved. He is now officially an Arkansasian. What do you call people from Arkansas?
Arkansanian?
He's from Arkansas.
Arkansan? So where was he before? Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
just
now
added
he's in
another R.
now he's in Arkansas.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. How's the how much different is it really that much different than where you were at? Because he sent me some pictures and talking about what a sportsman's paradise it is. I guess it must be much better than Kansas. Because Kansas is just real flat, isn't it?
And tornado-y.
My bad, Stevie.
Yeah.
I'm glad we
Now
got
he's on now he's on to geography, Stevie.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad
let's
we got
enjoy this.
these power influencers to keep us straightened out around here.
It's timed out for being sassy.
You never should have gave him that wrench, dude.
No, I should have. That was
I
probably
love
the
Vince.
best thing I've ever
I would
done.
have never gave him a wrench. We're exploring our land today. Found a spring-fed creek with an old moonshiner spot on it. Okay, that's awesome.
Was the still there, dude? Because we talk on the phone. I'll tell you how to get that shit cranked up and running.
John's
Make you some shine.
the resident alcohol making specialist.
No, I'm just a distiller. But yeah, we can dude, we can put you together a still and get you some shine going, Paparano.
Is that part soda still there? Well, according to John Lee Pettymore, all you needed was some yeast and some copper lime.
I mean, no.
That's what John Lee Pettymore Jr. said,
Yeah, in the damn song.
or John Lee Pettymore III. My name's John Lee Pettymore, just like
His father and his father before.
Yeah, so John Lee Pettymore III said that all John Lee Pettymore II needed with some yeast and some copper lime.
Well, he might have already had all the other materials and ingredients. Maybe that is all he needed.
Oh,
So,
whatever.
but no, I mean, you need at least a pot to cook it in, and then a way to condense it. And that's just the distillation process. You still got to make the mash and ferment.
Steve, oh, how right you are. That's another funny thing that happens on there. John's always talking about these knife YouTubers, like constantly. And Steve's constantly like, I don't watch those people, John. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't watch those people. And he doesn't listen at all.
Who are you talking about? You talking to me?
I'm talking about Javon.
Oh.
It's actually kind of humorous how he doesn't listen to anything Steve says. I don't even know why he has him on there. He talks over him and he doesn't listen to anything he says. It's hilarious. Reverse psychology method did not work. I don't know what you're talking about, Palmer. My bro and I have been making some pretty damn good mead, 16% alcohol by volume. So no shine, but good booze. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it would taste very good, but it sounds like it's very effective. And I got the hiccups. You gotta get your medical license.
I'm sorry, I was just proving Palmer wrong there for a second. Let's see. Oh, that's what Donnie said about the mead. Yeah, we got a funny thing is where we're at, we have a meadery right next door to us. They make some pretty good mead.
Y'all got a mead place at the mill?
Yeah, right next to us.
Share ingredients?
No, but we do share equipment. They actually finish one of their meads, and we give them our old barrels, and they'll finish mead in it.
Yeah. Steve, you can drink at Blade Show, but the beer vendors do not take cash.
No, they only take card, and they're not like amusement park price expensive, but they're a little bit expensive, but not too bad.
They're a little high, and they're not very. I haven't drank a beer there that was very cold. It's because they got those little bitty fridges, and they're just taking room temperature beers and sticking them in there, and people are buying them so fast they're not cold.
Yeah, and you're gonna like especially in the rooms like during Blade Show, mainly you're just gonna get Sweetwater because that's a Atlanta brewery. If you want like craft beer, I'm saying like craft beer wise, all they got is Sweetwater pretty much.
Yeah, just look for the poles. The beer vendors are usually the support poles that hold the building up. They're usually located around the poles.
Hell yeah, and I don't know what the rules are about that, but I mean, I feel like he could at least bring a flask in.
I don't think they would say anything because there's a couple of knife companies that have liquor. Because I remember seeing them pour shots for people.
Oh, okay.
That Freeman that makes the button lock.
Oh yeah, dude.
They were pouring liquor for people.
I tell you what, that was one of the first good knives I ever owned. I bought at the first Blade Show I went to, and dude, they're awesome as hell. Because I picked out the knife I wanted, and he actually like tested the action. And he was like, I don't like that. I'm going to go work on it a little bit. Took it back there, freaking adjusted it, came back and was like, here you go. I mean, and that was the owner, like the maker. So I was pretty impressed by that. I was also another company I was very impressed with, and it might not be just because of their knives, was the fixed blades. You had one and didn't like it.
Parker,
I think you had Bradford. Yeah, I was very
I-
impressed
yeah, I
with
just-
Bradford.
the handle.
I was
just too
impressed with Brad, the owner, but I was also impressed with the attractiveness of his wife. So that was that.
Yeah.
I go next year so I can drink and rant and do live vertical streams. Dude, I
I'm
would
not
pay for it.
saying anything bad about vertical live streams. I'm just saying that if you do them, I am judging you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, so here's the thing: if you're doing the live stream, walking around, and you're on your phone, and you're not going through StreamYard, how else are you gonna do it?
But I'm
I
not
mean, it's
talking about
gonna
it,
be
Blade Show.
weird.
I'm not talking about it, Blade Show. I'm talking about these people who are doing vertical live streams every day.
Oh well,
I'm not saying anything bad about those people, but I am judging them.
well. Steve's talking
I'm
about
probably
the
not
Blade
watching
Show.
any more of their content.
So you're talking about like people that all their live streams are vertical live streams.
Well,
and
I'm
that's
talking about
pretty
people
much
who
all
are
they
doing
do.
live streams once a week that now go live every fucking day, vertical, trying to get all these
Oh, okay.
people and all this shit to join in.
And basically they're going live vertical because that's the most, like, they're just going live all the time, so they're on their phone. Okay, yeah.
Well, they're just been in the need of YouTube. This is what YouTube wants me to do. Zach is letting us know. Just did my first vertical live stream.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
get it. A lot of that is
from
unfounded.
Shane's viewpoint, Zach, you are being judged. I'm not judging you at all. I love you, man, and I bet you did a great vertical live stream. But
I bet
Shane
you
is
did.
100. Shane is 100% judging you.
Right, and I'd really, it's not right of me to do it. It's just.
Oh, you're talking about KC. Wow, why didn't you just say that?
Who's KC?
I don't know.
It's kind of unfair for me to be that way. It's just because I have this negative opinion of YouTube now, not necessarily of the people, but you know, Stevie said KC sucks.
Palmer, the Cigar Box Guitar Fest. It was like a 3-night event. I went to Friday nights, and it was freaking amazing.
In all honesty, I'm going to disagree with Stevie. I used to join KC's live streams because my buddies was there. It was not my favorite. You know, I was impressed with the family man and the father that he is. You know, his kids seem to like him. All that's great. I just can't be in the presence of somebody that's soft. You know, I got so sick of him whining because Winchester was picking on him that I just couldn't watch anymore. It just, even if you are that soft, keep it to yourself. You know, and everybody here knows what I'm talking about. If you got channel, you know he's not only whining about it on his channel, he's going in Discords after. I can't even enjoy my channel because Winchester's mean to me. Soft. You're right, Steve.
Go dip that wick, Palmer. Good luck, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
good choice,
and
Palmer.
I like KC as a person. Have no problem with him, but I mean, I literally received an email after a live stream and was accused by him of bullying him along with Jason Brown. He said me and Jason Brown were bullying him, and if anybody in here knows Jason Brown, he's the furthest thing from a bully and the nicest person in the world. He just has a good sense of humor and likes to joke. So.
Stevie, KC, a good dude, that being said. Yeah.
If she's older than you, make her call you Donnie.
Do me a favor, Palmer. When you get down there, just whisper my name at it. Just somewhere in
is
the
funny.
vicinity of old Bean, just whisper my name.
Damn, Palmer got a girl in her 20s, dog. What I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's that college
Yeah, Palmer,
porn,
right
dude.
that rascal. Don't you? Drink pies are fun, but they don't go away, buddy.
Palmer going after that college poon. What college is around him?
John, I had to get something to drink, dude.
Okay, well,
I'll
you
be
do
right
that.
back.
We can handle this.
Hey,
You never can tell, One Moon.
We're at about normal viewership, John. It didn't hurt us at all.
I wasn't worried about being heard. I just didn't want anybody that, for some odd reason, wanted to watch this fuckery
I don't get
to
it.
miss
either.
out. So
Can you see my underwear?
I'm not looking. So no. Built, not bought, says Palmer. Does your sister know that when she takes you out for ice cream, you tell your friends it's a date? I've never seen Palmer's sister, so I can't comment on that, but I wouldn't put it past him. I don't know. Palmer's kind of suave, dude. I feel like Palmer's got a certain suaveness to him, so I don't think he has to pose his sister as his date. I think he picks up plenty of tail on his own. And that, Jeffrey, that reminds me of a reel that Shane sent me earlier. I think he sent it yesterday. Basically a dude sitting on a motorcycle with one of those songs playing in the background, but it basically said, when a girl looks at you and seductively says you can stick it wherever you want, that apparently in her sister is not an option.
Yes, it is.
Well, that's not what the reel you sent me says.
Oh, I thought it said in your sister. Did it say in her sister?
No, it said in her, like the girl that said that to you, it's not an option to say in your sister, as in.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my sister.
No, I don't know your sister.
Oh. Mom is the correct answer. I don't even know what the question was. But I'll take that as the correct answer. John,
I guess he's saying, although saying your sister is not acceptable, apparently your mom is acceptable.
Oh,
yeah.
That
would be something else, dude. Can you imagine a girl's like, you can put it wherever you want to, and you're like, how about your mom? And she's like, oh, okay. Funny story.
I know one.
Funny story. I wouldn't call it dating, but I was hanging out and doing extracurriculars with this girl when I was in high school. No, actually, I just graduated. I was working at Kroger, and I worked in the you remember back in the day when grocery stores had film and video sections, and you could rent videos, get your film developed, and all that shit. Yeah, so I worked in the film and video section of Kroger, and this girl, she was a new hire, started. I had to train her, and she was a hottie. Like, she was one of the ones where all the bad guys are bag boys are walking by, like with their jaws on the floor, like checking her out. And one of the baggers, Brad, he came by and he's like, hey man, I'm gonna ask her out. And he was a doofy dude. I was like, okay, go for it, man. You know, shoot your shot. Which that wasn't a thing then, so I didn't say that. But so he did. They went out, and the next time we worked together, her name was Megan. I was like, so how was your date with Brad? And she was like, well, it was pretty much horrible. She said he took me to eat at Wendy's and then took me to the gym and we played basketball. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I was like, well, I'd kick your ass in basketball, and just like messed around with her the whole rest of the day, talking about I'll kick your ass. And then I got off work earlier than than her, and I went to leave, and I said, "Hey, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow." She was like, "But hey, don't you want my number?" I'm like, "Why do I need your number?" She said, "Well, how are you going to kick my ass if you have no way to contact me?" So I got her number. Things went to other things. I ended up at her house the second day. The first day she came to my house. Second day I ended up at her house, and we're sitting in the living room, and I looked up on the wall, and there was a portrait, like a photographed portrait of a girl I went to high school with. And you get like Megan lived in a totally different county, so we didn't know the same people, didn't go to the same schools. And I was like, how do y'all know Angela? And her mom was like, "Oh, I'm a photographer on the side, so I did her wedding photos." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And she said, "Come in here and check out some of my work." And her mom's like flipping through this photo album, and she's like, "Yeah, this is a family reunion. This was a wedding. This was something like graduation, some shit." And then she's like, "Well, I'm going to show you this next page, but you can't tell Megan." I was like, "Okay." And she flipped it, and it was like boudoir photos that she had taken of herself, like lingerie photos. And I was like, "Oh my God." I mean, like, keep in mind, I'm only 19 at this point.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What do you think?" And I was like, they're real good." And she said, her exact words, she said, "Well, if Megan ends up not doing it for you, just let me know."
That sounds like an Alabama story.
Oh, this was a Georgia story, and I had no response, dude. I was not that type of dude. I had no clue what to say. I was like, just stuttered and walked out.
Gotcha.
I don't know who did buy you a Yeti cup.
My wife won this at her company Christmas party.
Oh, okay.
And she doesn't like it, so I use it. Yeti. Because I would not pay for that bullshit.
What would you call that threesome, Steve? Because I know what a devil's threesome is. Like, what would you call a mom and daughter threesome? There's got to be a slang term for it.
I'm sure there is. John, while I was getting me something to drink out of the refrigerator, I realized that you should probably be married to my wife, not me.
That's a very weird thing for you to say.
Well, I opened the refrigerator door, and there's an 8-pack of Dr. Robot in our refrigerator.
Uh-huh.
How did I marry a woman that drinks Dr. Robot? That's some shit you would.
Why would you not? What's wrong with Dr. Robot?
What's wrong with Miller Lite?
Miller Lite's like the official beer of douchebags. Like, when I think Miller Lite, I think Sperry wearing, khaki short wearing, with a freaking thin belt, douchebag guy with
one of those thin weaved belts, those leather weaved belts.
No, I'm talking about the kind that have like the canvas with the pictures of the fish on it, and then like maybe a Guy Harvey shirt or a pink polo.
I think Guy Harvey went out a few years ago. I think it's Hook now.
Well, they just wear Hey Dude
shirts. I wear Hey Dudes.
I know.
Because I'm old.
At least 3/4 of it, Crispy Critter. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking PNW fun stuff. Why are we stuck on threesome? Boring. I want 5-on-1. So you're into bukkake. I gotcha.
I wouldn't know what to do with 5.
So actually, I have what the fuck is Dr. Robot?
It's some yuppie flavored beer thing.
It's a craft beer.
I don't know if you call it that.
It just means your wife has taste.
They're usually like fruity. Some fruity beer. I'm pretty sure she's gay. I don't blame her.
Dumb as shit, dude.
Huh?
I mean, I don't either. I like vagina, so I don't see why everybody else shouldn't.
She drives a Subaru, John.
Yeah, I love Subarus, especially a fucking STI, dude. Is it if it's a
No,
STI,
it's a
dude?
fucking Forester. She drives a Subaru. She has purple
They're
hair.
all-wheel drive.
Has purple hair and drinks Dr. Robot.
And she loves wrestling. So what are you complaining about? I don't see a complaint anywhere
I don't
in
have
there.
a problem with gays, but I didn't expect my wife to be one. That wasn't in the contract.
I mean, I think you're putting a label on somebody that isn't warranted. Not to mention, she's not here to defend herself.
She wouldn't. That's the thing. She would not defend herself. Every time I bring it up, she just doesn't answer me. Okay.
Admiral's three-way. I like that. That's a good term. Well, I love Amber. I think she's an amazing person, and I know you do too. I know you do. Yep, I think that's what it is, Donnie. He's projecting on her.
I mean,
he doesn't know how to come to terms with his homosexuality.
I have been known to turn women against me at a time or two.
Oh, I thought you were about to say I have been known to check out a man's ass or two, but
I mean, I can recognize a good-looking ass when I see one.
There you go. I called a man's ass majestic the other day.
Whose ass was it?
Okay, so like a month ago, this lady called in and wanted to buy a special order bottle for her anniversary, and she wanted us to write Buns of Majesty on the label, and it was a anniversary gift for her husband. And whenever she came to pick it up, I was like, I've got to meet this Buns of Majesty. Like joking around, she's like, I'll bring him in, and I think it was Friday or Saturday. They ended up coming in, and they came in, they're like, hey, what's going on? And I didn't recognize her because we have so many people come in. And she was like, is Jeff in too? I was like, no, he's in, because the boss man's in Costa Rica for the week. But she's like, well, about a month ago, I bought a bottle and had y'all write Buns of Majesty on it. And I was like, no, is this the buns? Because she had her husband with her, and she was like, this is the buns. And I was like, well, it's an honor to meet you, sir. And I was like, let me see them buns. And he poked his butt out. And she's like, did you guys think I was lying? I said, no, but I mean, we thought maybe you were exaggerating a little bit, but no shit, man. That's majestic as hell.
I mean, there's typically nothing wrong with being married to a woman that likes women, I don't guess.
Oh, I mean, and just because you can acknowledge and appreciate the male form doesn't necessarily mean you want a penis in your mouth. So
exactly,
you do you. Yeah. PNW lick your butthole once, Shane. No worries. Not a second time though.
Kyle Kuhn is a fucking mad scientist.
He is.
And that was like super thin receipt paper. This thing is nasty, man.
Oh, guys. So Shane has a new favorite knife, and surprise, surprise, it's a Mannix.
It is Manai lightweight Rex 45. And as soon as these scales get dingy, I'm replacing them with a pipe weapon tech.
That's the good thing they did with the Mannix 2 lightweight is they didn't do those bullshit pinned scales like they did on the well, no, they actually, the first Mannix lightweight I had was pinned.
Yeah, it was.
They
just
blue
started screwing them recently.
The one with the BDN 1 and blue handle scales.
Yeah, I got this from Mr. My Knife Journey aka
Scott N.
Scott N. And I love it.
No, Steve. Actually, then it's called voyeurism.
Is it still cuckolding if it's with a girl? I don't know, Steve. I've been trying
No,
to process all this.
That's 100% called voyeurism at that point. If your wife makes you watch her fuck another girl, that's voyeurism.
I haven't never got to watch.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not saying she's had sex with other women. I just think she likes women more than me.
I like women more than you too, so I can't blame her.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't mad about it. I like women too.
I'll tell you what, though, your insecurities lost us about 4 viewers. So, thanks.
What insecurity? We're down to 40. Lost us 7 actually. But I don't have any insecurity. I brag all the time about how gay my wife is. In front of her.
Jeffrey Dawson does have a point.
What?
He said we all expected your wife to be gay, Shane.
Yeah. Jeff, I like the looks of that knife. I like the turquoise. I just wish it was G10. I say that, man, but I mean, does it matter? I don't know. The FRN just feels a little more. What's the word I'm looking for? Brittle. It feels like it would break before it bent, unlike G10.
What, the FRN?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
As far as
I
how
didn't.
it feels in hand, it feels fine. The only reason I would replace these is when they get all, and I know they will, they're going to get all dirty and dingy, and that's going to drive me crazy.
Well, my problem is you don't have the option to change it if you want to, and you can't take it apart to clean it.
Yeah.
So
I've never taken a knife apart to clean it. And everybody that's ever got a knife from me can contest to that.
I haven't done it in a long time. I haven't sharpened a knife in a long time either.
Yeah. Donnie, that's kind of the situation I'm in right there. Kinda. I've just decided to stop being a heathen for my own benefit.
Wait, so we're really talking about this? This isn't a bit. This is we're talking about the fear that your wife likes women more than you.
No, there's no fear. I don't know what's likes.
Trepidation, expectation.
No, none of that.
Your opinion.
She's just very much a fan and supporter of that lifestyle. I don't know what she does.
I think she's just open-minded and
she's very open-minded
and a kind-hearted person. I think that's all it is.
She's very much a kind-hearted person. She's an awesome human being. And is somehow still supportive of me and my dumb ass. I don't get that.
That comes with the whole kind-hearted thing.
I guess. It's almost like charity at this point, isn't it?
No, she's the type of person that sees the good in everybody.
Yeah. That she does. She's pretty cool. She's clearly into charity.
Let's don't downplay it. She's really cool, dude.
Yeah. Scott, you're right. If you own enough knives, you don't have to sharpen very often. But I'm getting to a point where it won't be long before I'll be having to sharpen.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I own about maybe 10 knives that I carry, and I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to
I own 10.
maybe send maybe send them to Kyle.
I own 10 and I don't carry all of them. I've got 2 Protects. Let's see, I got that Manix, a pair of 3, a Manix XL, 2 Protects, 1 ABW, 4 Match Scout. What else over there? I got a Ritter Hogue, but I don't ever care to use it because it's laser engraved for Knives Live. So it's kind of a.
That's a trophy knife.
Yeah. Oh, and I got this titanium thing. This titanium thingy.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a custom. That's a custom.
I never carried it.
That's a one-off.
And I did get it sharp though, dude. I called him.
What's the steel on that?
It's XHP.
Okay. That's
it's
good.
61, which is ideal for XHP.
Yeah, that's really good.
And it definitely has bite, dude. That thing is. It's not as scary as that Rex 45. This was one of my best sharpening jobs I've ever done. It's not mirror edge. It's a little reflective, but kind of shiny. I think it's 1100 grit. Scott Ian, I agree. Somebody needs to get Knives Live going again, buddy. But I'm not that person.
Yeah, it'll be a different iteration of Knives Live. But yeah, somebody will get it going.
Now I can tell you why I don't want to do it. It has nothing to do with the cause. I still 100% believe in the cause, but as my mental health has got better and I looked back on myself over the past few years and the things I was having to do to make people happy that I eventually realized I don't even really give a shit about. It's not worth it. Somebody else needs to do it.
Well, the thing is, the whole thing kind of got bastardized right out the gate, and then just continued to get more bastardized.
The live stream is. I mean, the calls didn't, but
no.
It just the. Let me tell you something, dude. You can't get 24 YouTubers together. It's like herding cats, and you've got all these egos to feed.
Yeah, that the egos is the main problem.
Yeah, and then you've got, you're maintaining relationships with people who you actually come to realize that you don't care for just because you need them to be a part of it. It just, yeah. And Kyle's right. It'll never be the same. And the reason for that is because the knife community is not the same, and it never will be. This is not the community it was 3 years ago. It never will be.
And it's not
it's toxic every day, and that's just part of it, man.
Well, I think there's cycles. I think it's not the same community. It will be in 5 years.
And I'm not speaking badly about any of these people. I'm just saying that you have that many differing personalities and opinions and all that we're not all supposed to get along. This whole peace, love, and that's a great philosophy, but we're not all supposed to get along. It's just not possible.
Yeah. And then you got, it's a 24-hour live stream, so of course you've got most people that are not going to want to pull those 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning slots. So And then there's no real fair way to assign slots.
Yeah.
True story, Donnie.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Donnie. 100% right there. And like I said, I'm sure you guys' brains are scrambling trying to figure out who. It's not a who. It's
No,
just,
there's no. It was
and it's not even that the situation was that bad. It was just that I was in such a bad place. It wasn't healthy for me. That's why I say
Yeah.
it still can and should be done, just not by me. I had enough stress just trying to figure out how to get through the day, much less
herd cats.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, the whole, Imler and Red Wolf thing was pretty nasty. That wasn't fun at all.
Well, that was a matter. There never should have been a group chat among all the people that were.
No, there should have been a group
involved.
chat that was used just to talk about the specifics of Knives Live.
Yeah.
You start talking personal in there.
Yeah.
That's when it all got shitty, and they were both at fault. They're both kind of shitty people, in all honesty.
Yeah. And then, of course, it puts people in the position to pick sides and.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and it
but man,
does.
I'm proud that we raised what in 2 years, two 24-hour live streams. We raised $12,000.
I think it was like 13.
Yeah,
total.
And there was a bunch of stuff given away, and friendships were made. It was a positive.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a good thing always, but
yeah. It just wasn't healthy for me. And like I said, most of that's my fault. Most of that's because I was all jacked up.
Red Wolf versus Bama Knife Guy going down at Blade Show this year.
I
I'd like to see that.
I haven't heard anything about that.
I hadn't either. I don't know if he's just joking, but if it's for real, I'd like to see that because I feel like Lee could hold his own.
Lee's a pretty tough fella.
Yeah. Lee's Stevie's favorite person.
And that could happen, because Red Wolf moved to North Carolina.
He said it's on for real. Hell yeah, dude. Time and place, brother. I'm placing bets.
That dude's got a bunch of people that wants to whip his ass.
And we're not talking about Lee.
Yeah.
Do 2 days, 12 hours a day. Hell, dude, at the end of
I got a prediction on
shit,
go down.
At the end of shit, when before it just finally didn't go down, they were talking about doing 48 hours. So
yeah, that's when I started.
Yeah. You
said bigger it got, and I was all about adding new people and bigger channels such as Metal Complex and Everyday Minimalist and all that. Not for myself, but for the greater good of the cause, it would have been beneficial to add those people. But now you're talking about even bigger egos and even bigger expectations. And Red Wolf's in Vegas now. He will.
Where'd you say he was?
I could have swore he moved to North Carolina back last year or something. I got a prediction of how that goes down, though.
Nothing's gonna happen.
I think if anything happens, they get face to face and start running their mouth, and I can predict a third party. Well, no, maybe you won't.
Yeah, because of last year.
He's got too much to lose now. No, not that guy. The other one. The third party in that incident.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at all.
So not the one that's making knives?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at all if Jared didn't knock him out. But Nah,
banana.
it won't happen. You're right.
Somebody said Demonoc could take care of him. He's like, what am I doing with Red Wolf? I don't know the history. Apparently, you're whipping his ass for the sake of the cause.
Yeah. Yeah, we need you to show up in Atlanta, Demonoc.
No, because he's in Vegas, and that's where Demonoc lives.
Oh. All right, yeah. Whoop his ass in Vegas then. He can be like 6'5".
Run over him with the Zamboni.
Yep. He's probably not even coming to Blade Show. That's probably a lie, too. I don't think he knows how to speak.
Truth.
Donnie, that would be a fight for damn near everybody's honor. Because that dude talks shit about everybody at some point in time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't talk shit about you. He's just a shit talker that his channel sucks and he can't open his mouth without telling a lie, so he makes up things to try to create controversy to get views.
And he's very opportunistic. He jumps on all he jumps on the drama train and does like drama related video content, like when all that Leon Ma and what's his name shit went down. He made those videos.
Yeah, and then he made up all those videos, dog cussing Greg Medford over that T-shirt, and now he's doing these Medford reviews, talking about how much he loves his Medfords.
I tell you what, I did used to like was watching those videos where he got like really fucked up and bought a shit ton of expensive knives.
Yeah.
And then later posted a video about
my favorite one was when he beat himself with that club for $1.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't playing. Dude, that dude had nasty hematomas on his legs. I'm hitting himself with them.
Well, there was a couple times he got hurt on like live because he was fucked up on something, got cut or
Yeah. And I will say this, people were telling me to be careful dealing with him. He shipped me everything I bought from him, like immediately. Like I'd literally buy something from him, and 30 minutes later he would send me a picture of him putting it in the mailbox. So I got everything I ever bought from him.
The thing, I don't think he was a scammer.
No, he wasn't a scammer. But the one thing he did do,
I don't think he was a scammer. I think he had issues or has issues.
Slightly misrepresent the condition of the knives because I think he's like me. He's just a throw them on the table kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like nothing I got from him was mint. It was all a little scratched up, and that wasn't discussed beforehand. But I don't complain about that stuff because I might forget to tell somebody something too.
Well, I will say one thing. I got to check out a Microtech Halo because of him, and a Curtis Custom, and something else.
That's who I bought my my Protect button lock from.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought Demonoc was way younger than that for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you're old, dude. I'm 50. I just thought you were like way younger than me.
I keep forgetting I'm not 52 anymore. I'm 53 now.
Well, fucking happy birthday in 4 hours, Demonoc.
Donnie, that's a pretty good idea. Blade Show could do with some music. But then you couldn't please everybody.
No. No.
Yeah, but all those guys involved in that, back to the original thing, have too much to lose to actually fight at Blade Show. Red Wolf might not, but Lee can't go to jail running as big a business as he does, and the other one, I ain't gonna mention his name, but I feel like
you already said it.
I feel like he would certainly have Lee's back. He's got a little too much to lose now too. So
yeah. Well, and then on top of that, the Valley Song kids would want some weird indie emo shit, and we don't want to hear that. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, but Donnie, I think tattoo shows, most of those people either agree on music, or if they've been in the tattoo industry, even if they don't like that type of music, they've been around it so much they're used to it. Like, I didn't listen to that kind of music when I started tattooing, but it grew on me. Not all of it, but it did grow on me.
Scott, I spent, I think, 8 hours in a Georgia jail, and I spent the whole time sitting with a drunk dude watching Saved by the Bell reruns on a little like 13-inch black and white TV. So it wasn't really that bad. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There was a dude on the bunk behind us that was detoxing off heroin, so that was pretty rough.
Yeah. Probably my favorite band that I only know about because of tattooing. I would have never discovered this band if I hadn't worked in a tattoo shop, but probably had to be Blood for Blood. That was like our, I don't know. That was our shop band, was Blood for Blood.
Yeah. Yeah, Shane.
No, I'm not saying. I just think like there was a lot of music played. That's what I was getting at. That when I first walked into the tattoo shop, I was like, "What the fuck is this music?" But even the music that I didn't grow to love, I'd gotten so used to it that if I was at a tattoo convention, it wouldn't bother me. I don't think we would have that same atmosphere at Blade Show.
What's up, Blumpkin?
D-Metal likes Blood for Blood.
Or D-Metal loves Blood for Blood.
I ain't like you. I ain't your kind of white.
What's up, D-Metal? Good to see you, Brother Death.
Blood for Blood is one of those bands, though, you try to introduce it to your buddies, and they're like, I don't know, man. This good shit. Well, Donnie, I'm mostly talking about, just speed metal, thrash metal, punk. We listen to a lot of, like, gangster rap. The only country that ever got played in there was Johnny Cash.
No
But
way.
the guy that owned our shop, and his brother and another guy that worked at the shop had a metal band, so that kind of makes sense.
They got some good videos too.
Who's Scapegoat?
Yeah.
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 They were pretty good live till Scott got so strung out on opiates that all of his teeth fell out. Apparently, your voice sounds different when you don't have any teeth.
Yeah, it's the lose that whole mouth cavern where you project, and yeah, probably end up with a lisp a little bit.
Yeah, when I lost a couple of mine, if I don't have my partial in, I've definitely got a lisp.
Yeah, I lost one,
Yeah.
and it fucked up the way I talk.
Yeah, all three of my bottom front are fake. And something else I learned too is, like, when I drink water, like out of this cup, if I don't have my partial in, I always have water run down my chin onto my chest. I don't know why that my lip don't seal to the cup like it used to.
Damn, he's calling you out, dude.
Yeah, he is. No, that's not what I'm saying at all, Donnie. I'm just saying that I've never been in a tattoo shop that plays like mainstream top 10 type music. And if you were trying to appease everybody at a big show, that's probably what they would play. Whereas people who would go to a tattoo convention are probably more used to to being open to different types of music. That's what
So
I'm saying.
is Donnie's a tattoo artist too?
I'm assuming he used to be.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Demonot
Oh
used
yeah,
to be
he's
a tattoo artist. I know Demonot was kind of a punk metal kind of guy.
yeah. There he goes. He tattooed for a little over 10 years. Yeah, I knew Demonok was.
I don't know what type of
Some
music
funky
they should
country
play at
bluegrass.
a knife show.
Play some damn Billy Strings.
I can handle almost anything except jazz.
Hey, did you? Speaking of
Jazz
which,
and jam bands. Fucking
Demonok
like-
said he would mostly tattoo to jazz in the last few years he
I
tattooed.
can't handle jazz, dude. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, dude.
I was only in the business for about 8, and I got nerve damage in my hands. Probably why my grinds aren't as clean as some people's.
What it is, Donnie, is he doesn't like good music. He's a Fred Durst fan, so
I am a Fred Durst fan.
no accounting for taste.
I don't try to argue with people that was great music, or even that he was I wouldn't even argue that he's a decent vocalist.
No, he was just good at what he did.
Right. He was
he's a good act.
That was the right band for that era. People were tired of, the whole. Everybody was all depressed, because of the decade of grunge music and all this shit, and people hated their lives and hated their jobs, and Fred Durst was saying "fuck you" to the man for a lot of us who couldn't actually say that because of the situation we were in.
What's up, Forrest? We're gonna see Forrest in a couple days.
Yep.
Scott in.
Kyle got a sleeve of henna tattoos.
Oh, that'd be good. That shit lasts a good little while though.
Kyle got an 8-inch henna tattoo of Tiger Woods on his back.
What's that? What is it? Sunday Red? Are you wearing Sunday Red these days, Kyle? That's I'm pretty sure it's Sunday Red. It's Tiger's new line of clothing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's under the TaylorMade umbrella, but yeah, it's got a ugly ass logo, man.
But to end that conversation, Donnie, sorry if you thought I was trying to alienate you or put you in a box. I was just saying, I think people at a tattoo convention would be more open to different types of music than your average people at a knife show. Because eventually Stevie would request Wu-Tang Clan and I'd have to leave. So, can't have that.
Do you really not like Wu-Tang, or you just you just joking with?
I just do it to fuck with Stevie.
Okay, I was about to say I would think less of you if you really didn't like Wu-Tang, because they're pretty fucking iconic.
I will say this: none of their music ever, I've never purposely played it.
Donnie, I love this dude, man. That's a very valid point.
Right. Well, I'll tell you the story someday, Donnie. Like, my life completely changed in about a 3-month period. I didn't have any tattoos. I'd never thought about tattooing. I was just your average trying to work your way up the corporate ladder sheep. And I got into tattooing. It's a long story, but like my life made a complete 180 all at once. And yeah, as embarrassing as it is, $3 bill, y'all, was my soundtrack for that moment in time.
Whereas the real soundtrack was $dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah.
Gen
Oh,
Z
free
can't handle the
tattoos you
Wu
don't
Tang.
want. My brother's covered in shitty free tattoos.
I got a shitty free tattoo right there.
There you go, girl. Fuck you, Donnie. Ooh, I will say it was probably the best years of my life that I spent in that tattoo shop. Yeah. And it actually bled into opportunities, social opportunities way after. It was amazing.
That's a good point. Good tattoos aren't cheap. Cheap tattoos aren't good. And free tattoos just fucking suck. So what's the deal? Like what do you expect your average Blade show goer to listen to?
Yeah, what kind of music would you be okay if they were playing it?
Me? I'd be good with I love all music. I mean, I'm good with anything. But
Yeah, even
I'm
like
just
that instrumental
I'm just
gibberish.
I'm just wondering what in your mind what your typical Blade show goer listens to. Like what would
But considering your
be this
typical Blade show goers there to pick up a Kershaw or a Savivi, I'm going to say it's just going to be very mainstream. And I'd just rather not have music if that's the case.
okay. So what you're saying is it wouldn't be hard to play the right kind of music to please most people at Blade Show. You're just saying what would please most people at Blade Show wouldn't please you.
No, no, it's not what I'm saying. Donnie was comparing it to a tattoo convention. And I was saying, I think people at a tattoo convention would be more open-minded to whatever music they played because they're used to that. Whereas people at Blade Show, like if I was walking around and they're playing Taylor Swift, I'm not going to be pissed about it. I don't care about it, but I'm not going to be mad about it. But if your average Blade Show attendees walking around and they're playing Blood for Blood, some people are going to be offended. That's all I'm getting at. I don't think that's the comparison.
That's maybe she'll be there this year.
Yeah. Brittany, fine. I don't care what y'all say.
No, I mean she is.
I'd listen to her music. She let me touch her butt. See, right there is what this whole conversation boils down to. That's why we weren't saying eye to eye, Donnie, because I was talking about the attendees. You were talking about just for your fucking personal pleasure. That's why they make AirPods. It's our show. You're right. I wonder what they'd say to you if you set up a little fucking portable speaker, jammed your shit right there at your table.
I mean, what could they say?
Are there rules about that?
I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't think so. I mean, as long as you're not like got a wall of sound blasting it.
I feel like Donnie would want to blast it. Okay, see, now we're getting to the root of all of it. Portable speakers, what caught me flat at Playbase.
Oh shit! Damn.
Hey, we thought we were just having a what if conversation.
No, this was not what if at all.
Right.
There was motives.
So hurt because somebody bitched at him at Blade West.
Have a good night, Blumpkin.
We ain't gonna be much longer, or I'm not gonna be much longer either, Bluminati. But
no, we are coming up on 2 hours, so I think that's been about our time limit lately.
No, listen to what I speak plainly. I have to call Donnie, have an hour-long conversation after this. Because apparently we're having two different conversations. But I still got dang metal dust in my head.
No, he's just saying he didn't use one. He asked about the possibility
Oh,
and then caught flack.
I got you. It's so the YouTubers don't get strikes. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. The YouTubers could walk around and film, which is just free advertising for Blade Show. Because let's face it, we all go to Blade Show now because of YouTube. That's a very good point, Steve. See, now
That
you're
is.
fucking political. I don't even know if I want to go.
Hell, it wouldn't hurt you to film. You wouldn't get any strikes.
I think I can still get strikes and extend my ban, or that's what's weird is they're not telling me how long it is. Like every day I've tried to upload the same short just to see if it's working, and it just says I have too many strikes and I can't upload. But it does say at this time.
So have you contacted them at all to ask them?
I don't bend the knee, John.
That's not bending the knee. That's asking a damn question.
If they turn it back on, they turn it back on. If they don't, they don't.
Okay, well, I guess you'll stay in the dark then.
Yeah. Yeah. What did I do, Zach? It was a series of events. It started with me getting a copyright strike for uploading a buddy's video trying to promote his music. So I got a copyright strike for that. 100% my fault. I did it the wrong way. I straight downloaded his video and uploaded it to my channel without modifying it at all. But I didn't monetize it. I didn't think it would matter. I was just trying to promote him. So I got a strike for that. Then I got a strike for violence because I threatened to drive to Huntsville and stab John with a knife. And then John.
Wait, did you really got a strike for that?
Yeah, for violent content. And then I got another strike for last week's thumbnail.
For a poo-poo thumbnail that was deemed either offensive. What was it, violent or graphic? But I showed Shane a screenshot of another video, and their thumbnail was literally a toilet with shit in it, and it had like 6 million views.
It has been up for 2 years.
Yeah.
So anyway, after all that, they weren't being very clear with their emails about like what exactly was happening. I knew I was demonetized. I didn't have a problem with that. Well, then all of a sudden I get this notice saying that I no longer qualified for something. I didn't catch what it was right off the bat. And then I figured out what it was. Even if I didn't have any strikes and wasn't demonetized, at this point, I don't even qualify for monetization. They've removed so much of my content that the watch hours or minutes applied to that content also went away with it.
Well, can I read that
YouTube,
screenshot?
I've only got like 2,000 watch hours now.
Can I read this screenshot you sent me of? I think it's an email.
Yeah.
It says and this doesn't make sense to me either. It says, "Hi, Edgy American. To help keep our community safe, we limit some of our more powerful features to channels who have built and maintained a positive channel history or who have provided verification. As of now, your channel doesn't have sufficient channel history. It has lost access to it. It has lost access to advanced features. This may have happened because your channel did not follow our community guidelines."
Proudest moment of my life, dude.
Your channel doesn't have sufficient channel history is what they're saying.
Because they removed so much of it. And fuck their guidelines. I mean, I get it. It's their platform. And that's why I'm not complaining. It's their platform. They can kick me off if they want to.
I mean, I get it. I'm just wondering why you. What's up, Mearsalt?
Oh, I'm almost positive. After the conversation last week that somebody reported me.
Okay. That's
and I thought I handled that very well, dude. I didn't get angry. I didn't get hateful, nothing. I just asked, if you dislike somebody so much, why were you even there to see that I was there and then make contents about my jaw being sore from sucking his dick? I didn't get. I mean, I didn't retaliate at all. I just said I don't understand why you would waste your time being there if you hate the guy. And then all of a sudden, within 48 hours, all this. I'm not saying that he did report me. I don't know. I honestly, I'm not mad at him if he did. I don't care. It just seemed. Have you noticed that too, though, John? Everybody we've seen be messed with on social media, it has always revolved around a very recent incident.
Yeah,
Like,
for the most
you can't
part.
convince me that a particular person isn't the reason why Brant is constantly being reported for underage content.
No, that one.
I'm almost positive I know who's behind that. I can't prove it, so I won't say anything. But
I mean, I have a sneaking suspicion too. But even if I'm wrong about who the person is, there is somebody out there that is targeting him and making like the reporting him for
I
underage.
could be wrong because
shit.
I know there's a lot of people that don't have the patience for Brant. I get it. He pisses me off sometimes too. But as grown men, we should probably be able to keep in mind that, Brant processes things a little different than we do.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you have to. I mean, not being whatever, but you do have to cut Brant a little slack.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking that same thing, Scotch, when during that live stream, because that was right after I got banned. I was thinking the exact same thing because Scotch was talking about people coming to his home and the use of pew-pews to repel people, and I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I don't give a shit. I mean, I would feel a little bad if I got your channel in trouble. But just so y'all know, if this doesn't work and we end up getting John shut down, I guess we'll go to Instagram till they run us off. And then I had been really against even having a TikTok. I still don't have one. And the more I think about it now, though, the more, as much as I hate Chinese politics, it is going to end up being the only social media platform that the government doesn't have control over. They're trying to get control over it. So, I don't know. Well, let me ask you this, Scott. Are you going to pay $12 a month to come watch our live streams on OnlyFans? Really? Are you?
Well, dude, like I had mentioned before, I feel like Rumble would be a better platform than Instagram or TikTok.
People won't go. They just won't.
I mean, Todd Carr said Rumble. I mean, if you announced, hey, we're going to do a live stream on Rumble, they would at least come there to watch the live stream.
Maybe I'm wrong, but everybody I know that's tried it, nobody followed them to Rumble.
Well, that's because they're moving their whole channel to Rumble, and our whole channel shit is just a live stream a week. So,
yeah, it might work. We'd try it if it comes.
The only thing that I don't like about Rumble is like, well, I haven't checked with Fire Stick, but with Xbox apps, they don't have the Rumble app, so you can't watch it on your TV. So that might be an issue, but I feel like a lot of people,
most people have smart TVs now.
Yeah, or are watching on their actual computer because it's easier to comment that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, like, yeah, people are having trouble getting their subscribership.
How do you want to know the truth? You want to know why I'm not uploading to Rumble? Because I'm an old Gen X / Boomer, whatever you want to call me, and I immediately have anxiety and get mad when I have to learn how to use a new interface. And because the interface doesn't act exactly like YouTube that I've somewhat learned now, I don't want to go there. Yeah. I would if I had to, but that's 100% all it is that the interface doesn't act the same. and I don't
Well-
like new things.
So my thing is, if we had to start something on Rumble, as far as like just doing a live stream a week, as long as we could get it to work through StreamYard, for us it would pretty much be the same. If that was literally the only reason we were using Rumble. But I know
Let's
Scott
ask you
that
then, Stevie. I see what you're saying. Would you have came on tonight if we were on Rumble? Man, I don't know. Maybe people would. And for us, it's not about money because neither one of us are monetized anyway. But we don't want to do this with nobody in the chat. We want our friends here. And if our friends aren't going to go over there and watch, then we're not going to do it.
I know StreamYard can stream to Twitch and Facebook for a fact. I don't know what.
Scotch and Things has got an idea. That's
What?
right up my alley right there. Put that on screen.
Make the VHS tapes.
Yeah. We could sell them out of the trunk of our car.
Hell yeah. We could take it old school, like selling porn videos.
That's the best comment ever, dude.
So Scott I literally just installed Threads today because I got a notification about it, and you're right, I have no clue what to do with it. I'm looking at other people's shit and I'm like how is this really different from Instagram besides the aesthetics of it look different? So
yeah. That's not, I mean, I've got a Snapchat, I got it for nefarious reasons, but I've got too many social medias now that I don't want to check them all. I'm not really positive how. Let me tell you this, dude. I don't even know how to read the comments on a Twitter post. Like, I see the post and I see it's got a bunch of comments, but if I hit the comment thing, it gives me the option to add a comment, but I can't see everybody else's comment. I'm sure there's a stupidly simple way to see those.
There is, and I'm about to show you.
I don't like learning things like that, so I just haven't messed with doing it. And if you tell me I have to go to that person's page to see the post, to see the comments, I'm not going to do that.
No, you don't.
I want the comments to just be there.
You just click. If it's in your feed, okay, so this is in my feed. This is my feed right here.
I can't see
and
it.
It shows that shit. So if I was to click on that, yeah, it would make me, well, you can't see it, shit. Okay, let's try this again. This way, right here. Okay. So there's my feed.
Right.
And then it's got the little things down there. So if I click on it, yeah, it tries to make me make a comment.
Right.
What you do is you actually click on it.
Yeah, you have to go to the person's page.
No, you don't have to go to the person's page. You click on the actual post.
You're just opening the post.
Yeah, you just open the post and then you can see all the comments.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. But once again, I've got so much, and I don't understand the algorithm of X, because like the people that I choose to follow, I rarely ever see their posts, but I see all these posts of people that I'm not following and I don't care about.
Don't you curse me like that, Jeffrey.
It's too much, man. Yeah. So maybe we'll I mean, if we have to, that's what we'll do. We'll try it. And I don't know what a number is. What number of people would you be happy with being there? Because even though we talk about we don't care, we both looked at that attendance counter up there a dozen times tonight. We're at 35 right now, which is a little disappointing. But
I mean, not really. My whole thing is just people interacting in the chat.
Right.
Like,
yeah, the
I don't want to just sit here. I mean, even if we had 1,000 people in here and nobody was chatting, I wouldn't be happy, because it'd be like,
well, yeah, then you'd be everyday minimalist.
Well, yeah, pretty
just
much.
Have all those bot counts that aren't. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I'd be willing to go to Rumble if that's what we need to do.
Yeah. But I mean,
I do think it's smart. Anybody that's on YouTube, if it's as simple as they say it is, you know, if you just have to click a couple of buttons to upload it to YouTube and Rumble, I think you should be uploading it to Rumble just in case something does happen. If you have to move over to Rumble, all your shit's already there. You're already ahead of the game. But I've already been told, though, that safety net don't exist because while they're not censoring people on Rumble, you know, the odds of it being shut down for the same reasons we worry about YouTube being shut down are the same. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I know, like, so I follow a lot of Barstool live streams, and most of them they post to YouTube and Rumble. So
Right.
I think it's and Twitch. Like some of them post to Twitch too. So
Right. Yeah. Rest well, brothers. You out, Crispy? We're fishing to go too, dude. We just hit 2 hours. And I'm getting pretty tired too.
night.
I don't know
Crispy.
why it is, dude. I have the hardest time. And here lately, I've been doing so much better, dude. I get up at a decent hour. I go work till I'm just exhausted. I'll be yawning. I'll lay down. My body's tired. My mind is tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. And the next thing I know, it's fucking 6 a.m. I don't know why Sunday nights are the hardest for me to go to sleep, but I always say I'm going to go and try to get some sleep. I rarely ever succeed at it, though.
Scott N has a point here. We as a community need a plan A, B, C, and D, and not just for producing content or putting out content, but as a place to hang out. You know, like if say my shit gets shut down, and like where are we gonna hang out?
Well, I mean, we're on plan
Because
B now.
I mean,
we went from
this right here is
if it's going to happen. We'll go to Rumble or Instagram or whatever. If people follow, then we'll keep doing it. If they don't, we won't.
oh shit, that might have won the internet tonight.
That's funny as hell, but kind of unfair. The kid's not even here to defend himself.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
he came back. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you smash Palmer?
I wouldn't even be done. Never mind.
She has an Airbnb 5 minutes from the crib. Did you smash Palmer?
I mean, it's been going long enough to smash. I'm just saying, in this amount of time, I wouldn't have come up to breathe yet. I wouldn't have even started smashing. But that's my favorite thing in the world to do. So
there was like 40 minutes of cardio. Then I got to say, what kind of sandwich, dude? All right, Fed. We'll see you on Friday, brother.
Yeah, we'll see you then, buddy.
He might have smashed, but she was not properly taken care of. He was though. He got a damn sandwich out of the deal.
Yeah, sounds like you took care. Did she make the sandwich? That's the question. He's right, Neil. A video of him smashing in prison.
Put us all in prison.
Yep.
That'd be child pornography.
Our conversation, this conversation may be illegal for all I know. And my very first conversation with Palmer was recommended, or was informing him that there was a such thing as Borderlands porn. I had no idea he was underage.
She was more satisfied than I was. Buffalo chicken sandwich.
That's pretty satisfying. I thought she was talking about like ham and cheese or something. Dude, you got buffalo chicken out of it. Yeah. Good job, son.
Well, okay. Was it a restaurant? Did you go to a restaurant, go through a drive-through and get that buffalo, or did she make you a buffalo chicken sandwich? That's the real question.
Yeah, because the timelines aren't matching up now. I mean, if she had to,
if she made him
some chicken and toss it in buffalo and let it cool off enough for you to eat it, and all that you got back here, that don't add up.
If she made him a buffalo chicken sandwich, that boy's slinging an anaconda.
That's the real question right there, Palmer. Did you eat the roast beef before you got the sandwich?
She made buffalo. That's funny, but and smart ass at the same time. She made buffalo chicken earlier, put it on bread, sandwich.
Yeah. He got all the right answers.
Good point, Palmer. Good point.
All right, guys. I'm about to shut down.
Are you?
Yeah. I've had a good time. I'm glad we got to do this. I really didn't think we was going to get to. I don't plan on making any plans for next week, John. We don't know what our Wi-Fi situation will be.
Are you worried that another large truck's going to come through?
No, we'll be in Atlanta, John.
Oh, well, that's true.
Without our
I'm sure we'll have Wi-Fi at the Airbnb.
Yeah, if
we'll
we make it work, we might do a little.
We'll have to do it from a phone or something.
Yeah.
Good night, El Cap.
See you, buddy.
I don't know. We'll figure something out, or we won't. We can do one of those vertical lives
Yeah, absolutely.
that you like so much.
You
We
know
can do
what
a
we should do?
we can do a vertical live walking through Blade Show. We ought to do that just for the hell of it.
I've got one of those chest rigs. I should put it on and just hit go live and let it run all day while I walk around Blade Show. Just non-stop, continuous live from Shane's chest. Which means
Are you talking about like that chest rig thing that Grumpy Grunt had?
Yeah. I've got one because I'd planned on using it to film myself grinding sometimes. But I don't feel like I'm good enough yet to have to worry about any distractions. So, yeah, we got to figure out what night we're all going to Stevie's. You know, that's got to happen. We all got to hang out
on the veranda.
Yeah.
You're
either a smart ass or you got here late. It's one of the two. But
or maybe both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to actually have some time to hang out under that covered area this time. I tried last year, but my health was against me.
Passed out on the couch.
Yeah.
You guys know I appreciate any amount of time y'all spend with me listening to my dumb ass. And John, what is it you want them to do?
Well, I would love for them to EDC their asses off and stay weird as fuck.
That'll do
it. And just know that I love them each and every one, but not in a gay way.
Yeah. No homo.
No,
Peace,
no, guys. No Diddy.
Love y'all.
Later, guys.